Today on the Cardinal Sports Network, your Lawrence Cardinals will be taking on the Brick Dragons in NJSIAA Central Jersey Group 3 first-round competition of girls varsity soccer. Brick comes into this game as the underdog with a record of 5-13-1, while your Lawrence Cardinals have a pretty good record of 13-7. Starting in goal for the Cardinals will be Vlada Kaczarek, and for Brick, Sky Buksar. Cardinals in black will be going from left to right, and out at center to get the game started for the Cardinals is Amber Wooding. Wooding drops the ball back, and Dushishka passes it across. Cardinals move it around some, and finally it's going to be kicked up the middle by Jones. Brick comes away with the ball. Going to be tipped away by the Cards. Out of bounds, last touched by the Dragons. Cardinals ball. Dushishka plays it off to the side. Comes back to her. Now she'll move the action over to center, where LaFlame will continue heading towards the far side of the field. Under pressure, she'll kick that one forward to Rivera. Rivera in the corner. That was going to be kicked across the sideline by the Dragons. Cardinal throw-in. Rivera with the throw. That's popped up in the air and cleared by the Dragons. Cardinals send it right back in. Dragons roll it up the field, and looks like Corrado gets to it first. Corrado on the near sideline. It's going to be Dragons ball. Dragons with the throw-in. That's going to be kicked forward by the Dragons. And that'll be cleared by Potter. Dragons send it forward once more. Now playing it over towards the near side of the field. They'll drop it back. Moving down the near side of the field. That one went over the end line before the cross. That's going to be a goal kick for the Cardinals. Kaczarek setting up for the kick. And she'll send that one up the middle. Finally, LaFlame settles that. She'll drop that one back, and it's cleared over towards the far sideline. LaFlame working the far sideline. She'll kick that one forward. And Wooding advancing it down the sideline. She's got coverage on her there as she's kind of trapped in the corner, so she'll drop it back to LaFlame. LaFlame crosses that, finds Dushishka. And Buksar rushes out to grab that one. She'll give it a good drop kick. That falls a little short of the midfield line. Bounces across. And Corrado pushes that towards center, but it's picked off by the Dragons. Dragons moving up the middle. Shot is deflected. And now it's the Cardinals working it up the far side of the field. Wooding centers it. Dashishka pushes it forward, but it's going to be cleared by the Dragons. Headed up in the air by the Cards. And Rivera tries to settle the ball. It's headed for the sideline, but kept in bounds by Dragons. Going to be a Cardinal throw in. Potter with the throw. Wooding under pressure. That's kicked away. And it's going to be the Dragons heading the other way with it. Dragons ball. There's a throw in for the Dragons. Cardinals send it right back. Wooding in the middle. She'll cross the ball over to the near side of the field. That's kept in bounds by Anderson. Kicked out of bounds by the Dragons. Cardinals ball. Well, referee saw that one a little differently. It's going to be Dragons ball. There's a throw in. Out of bounds once more on the Cardinals. It'll be another throw in for the Dragons. There's the throw. That's sent down towards the corner. It goes out of bounds. This time it'll be a Cardinal throw in. Well, referee once again says differently. Dragons move it over to center field, and that one is kicked away by LaFlame. Donnelly gets to it. Now Donnelly advancing on the far side of the field. Coverage coming up quick behind her. She'll pass that one to Wooding. Wooding sidesteps. Gets the ball off to LaFlame. LaFlame crosses that one to Potter. And now Cards are going to drop it back. Anderson pushes it over to Corrado. Corrado to Potter, back to Corrado. Corrado moving down the near sideline. That's kicked out of bounds by the Dragons. Cardinals throw in. Corrado with the throw. That gets to Wooding, but rolls across the end line for a Dragons goal kick. Dragons setting up for the goal kick. Here's a kick. And Corrado blocks that, but now it's kicked forward by Anderson. Out of bounds on the Cardinals. It'll be a Dragons throw in. There's the throw. That's headed forward by the Dragons. LaFlame comes away with it. So he'll pass that one over towards the far side of the field. Donnelly gets to it. Donnelly with a shot from way out. That one does not find the net. It'll be a goal kick for the Dragons. Here's the kick. That one bounces out to midfield. And it's kicked out of bounds by the Dragons. They're saying last touch by the Cardinals. It'll be a Dragons throw in. There's the throw. Rivera comes away with the ball. She'll pass that one over to LaFlame. LaFlame pushes it through. And Donnelly kicks it forward to Wooding. Unfortunately, Wooding a little too soon to get there. Offsides call. It'll be a free kick for the Dragons. Dragons with the kick. That one's stopped by Dashishka. But the Dragons come away with it. Dragons move the action over to the near side of the field. They'll pass it up the near sideline. That was stopped by Anderson, who turned it around. Now Wooding on the move. Wooding trying to break free. She'll pass that one through. And once again, another offsides call on the Cardinals, who are hungry for that first goal. Be another free kick for the Dragons. Here's the kick. Dragons settle the ball. They'll kick it up the near side of the field. Cardinals fire right back. And it's brought down by Corrado. However, the ball ends up in Dragons' possession. Now Dragons trying to advance it, but it's going to be taken away by the Cards. Deshishka kicks that one forward. Again. And now it's Donnelly on a breakaway. She'll kick that one over to Wooding. Wooding cuts through. Shot on goal. And the Cardinals score the first goal of the game as Amber Wooding gets it past Skylar Buxar to make it a 1-0 game in favor of the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
In addition to being a strong part of the Cardinals offense on the girls soccer team, Wooding has also played girls varsity basketball in past seasons, being a strong factor on that team as well. Dushishka heads the ball forward, but it's picked off by the Dragons. LaFlame there to challenge. Dragons drop it back. And they'll kick it over to the far side of the field. That's taken away by Rivera. Rivera cuts across. Fights off a challenge. Now, Anderson plays it over to the near side of the field. Corrado couldn't get to it in time. That'll roll out of bounds for a Dragons throw-in. There's the throw. Out of bounds. It's going to be another Dragons throw-in. There's the throw. Out of bounds one more time for the Dragons. There's the throw down towards the near corner. That bounces over towards the goal, kicked away by Jones. Now Donnelly in the middle with it. She'll cut over towards center. Pass to LaFlame goes a little wide. And that one rolls over the sideline. There's a throw for the Dragons. Back and forth a couple times now, up in the air. Corrado rushes in there to try and get it, and now it's Wooding coming away with the ball. Wooding over to Donnelly. Donnelly with the cross, and it's good. Ava Donnelly managed to get that one over top of Sky Buxar to make it a 2-1 game in favor of the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Well, the Cardinals came into this game as the favorites, and so far they're not disappointing. Dragons will drop the ball back to get the action resumed, and they'll kick it forward. That was going to be kicked out of bounds by Anderson. It's going to be a Dragons throw-in. There's the throw. Dragons settle it, but it's going to be cleared by Potter. Ball heads over towards the far side of the field. Rivera gets to it. That one goes to the Dragons, but Cardinals there to challenge. Now Corrado. And the ball rolled over towards the near sideline. Out of bounds on the Dragons. Cardinals ball. Corrado with the throw in. She finds LaFlame. LaFlame moves it over to Potter. Potter pushes it forward at the middle. Now Donnelly with the ball. Donnelly through to LaFlame. LaFlame gets past one defender. Shot on goal, and that one's just a little high. Field goal. Wrong sport. Typically, you see that kind of action when a defender shoots on goal. Their natural tendency is to kick the heck out of the ball, and it usually goes high. It's going to be a goal kick for Brick. There's the kick. Whistle on the play. That's going to turn the ball over to the Dragons. Dragons setting up for the kick. Now here's the free kick for the Dragons. Loose ball. Headed for the sidelines. And out it goes. That'll be a throw-in for the Cardinals. Skinner with the throw. She finds Wooding. Wooding plays it across to Donnelly. Donnelly's got Rivera there. Oh, a little bit behind Rivera. Rivera chases it down, and she'll get around the defender. Rivera with the cross, but that's going to be cleared by the Dragons. Dragons on the far sideline with it. And LaFlame takes it away. She'll move it over to Rivera. That's turned over to the Dragons. Dragons will drop it back. And drop it further back. Forward kick for the Dragons. They'll send the action back over to the far side of the field. Potter there to challenge. Now Rivera sends it forward. Donnelly gets to it first. And Donnelly with a big kick on the far side of the field. That one's headed down toward the end, but kicked out of bounds by the Dragons. It'll be a Cardinal throw-in. Looks like Potter will be taking the throw-in. There's the throw. Finds Wooding. Wooding tied up on the side, but she breaks free and drops it back. Potter plays it over towards center. Donnelly with it. Donnelly with a shot. And that's a stop for Buxar. Buxar with a drop kick. That'll be a free kick for the Dragons. See Isley into the game for the Cardinals. Here's the Dragons kick. Picked out of the air by Potter, gets it to LaFlame. LaFlame moves it over to Donnelly. Donnelly working up the far sideline. Step fake, gets past one defender. She'll pass that one across to LaFlame. LaFlame blasts it. And once again, that one goes skyward. Out of bounds, it'll be a goal kick for the Dragons. Very windy out here today. Here's the kick. The ball bounces towards the sideline. It's going to be Dragons' ball. See Megan Haney in the game for the Cards as well. There's Haney. She gets that off to Dushishka, but taken away by the Dragons. Dragons moving it up the near side of the field. Haney over to LaFlame. That pass is picked off by the Dragons, but recovered now by Isley. She sends it across the field to Donnelly. Donnelly with a shot on goal, and that one bounces right into the waiting arms of Buxar. Buxar boots that one high in the air. LaFlame plays it forward. No one there. It's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Dragons. Cardinals ball. Potter with the throw in. She finds Wooding. Now Potter kicks it forward. Slow roller across toward the goal is cleared quite convincingly by the Dragons. Potter rushes in and takes it away. She'll turn that ball around, but it's going to go out of bounds for Dragons throw in. There's the throw. Skinner tried to clear it there, didn't get very far. LaFlame gets a hold of it. She'll push that one forward to Donnelly. Donnelly over to Isley. That ball's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Dragons. There's a throw. Isley breaks that one away. Kicked out of bounds once more. This time it'll be a throw in for the Cardinals. Rivera back into the game for the Cards. There's a throw in. And Cards will kick it down that sideline. Can't keep it in bounds. It's going to be a throw in for the Dragons. Dragons waste no time throwing that one in or throwing it out. Now it's going to be a throw in for the Cardinals. Potter with the throw. Donnelly keeps it in bounds. Back to Potter and back to Donnelly. Donnelly with the cross. That's cleared by the Dragons. And Potter tried to keep that one in bounds, but to no avail. It'll be a throw in for the Dragons. There's the throw. Out of bounds once more by the Cards. It'll be another Dragons throw in. There's a throw. And LaFlame on the far side with it. She'll drop it back. Potter tried to send it forward. It ricochets off a Dragon, out of bounds. Cardinal throw in. I think that was Corrado coming back into the game as Donnelly goes for a break. Here's the throw in. And now Wooding. Her pass is deflected. Dushishka breaks it free. Now Rivera gets past the defender, pushes it through toward the goal. Dragons are going to clear it towards the sideline and across the sideline for a Cardinal throw in. Rivera with the throw, headed away by the Dragons. Anderson kicked it forward, but Dragons got a hold of it. Now LaFlame with the ball. Shot on goal. This was a little lower, but stopped by Buxar. Bucksar with the drop kick sends it well out. Potter unable to handle that one, but it's going to be sent forward by the Cards. I think that was Anderson who cleared it. Back and forth now. LaFlame in the middle with the ball. She'll roll that one over to Skinner. Skinner drops it back. Anderson plays it forward to Shishko. Over to Skinner. Skinner sends it forward. Rivera can't get to it in time. Goes out of bounds. Dragons throw in. Here's a throw by the Dragons. Out of bounds. It'll be another Dragons throw in. Short throw. Dragons kick it up the sideline. Going to be kicked out of bounds by Jones to stop the advance. For another Dragons throw in. There's the throw. Jones kicks it over towards the sideline, out of bounds. It'll be another Dragons throw in. There's the throw. Dragons settle the ball. Skinner there to challenge. Now Anderson clears it. And Skinner sends that one way away. Keeps it from going over the end line, though. Here's a throw in for the Dragons. That ball's cleared by Anderson. Wooding settles it. She'll push that one through. LaFlame over to Rivera. Rivera on the breakaway. Shot on goal, that goes just a little wide. It'll be a goal kick for the Dragons. Dragons setting up for the kick. And here's the goal kick. Brought down by Donnelly, but sent forward by the Dragons. Cardinals return the favor. Now LaFlame over to Potter. I'm sorry, that was Skinner. Skinner sent it deep into Dragons territory. Dragons are going to clear that one over the sideline. It'll be a Cardinal throw-in. There's the throw. Couldn't keep it in bounds. Now Dragons throw in. Dragons play that one forward. Skinner and Jones right there. Dragons recover the ball. But Potter rushes back to kick that one out of bounds. Now the Dragons throw in. Potter there to challenge. Here's a cross from the Dragons, headed away by the Cards. And that ball's going to roll across the end line for our Cardinal goal kick. Kaczmarek setting up for the kick. Kaczmarek kicks that one out. And Cards settle it. LaFlame over to Skinner. Skinner pushes that one through. Going to be taken away from Isley. But recovered now by Potter. Dragons get the ball back. And now Dragons moving down the far sideline. Kicked out of bounds there by Potter. It'll be a throw-in for the Dragons. Substitution for the Dragons. And now here's the throw-in for the Dragons. Skinner kicks that one over towards the sideline. Donnelly keeps it in bounds. She'll play that one forward, finds Potter. I'm sorry, that wasn't Potter. That was LaFlame who crosses it to Rivera. Rivera with a shot. And it's a stop by Buxar. Buxar with a drop kick. Oh, it bounces past some people. And the Dragons come away with the ball, but it's stopped by Jones. And Jones pushes it forward on the sideline. Isley breaks through, but that one rolls across the sideline. It's going to be a throw-in for the Dragons. Dragons with the throw. And now Skinner sends it forward. Finds Donnelly. Donnelly with another step fake there. And she'll kick that one through to the middle where Rivera's rushing in, but can't get to it before it's scooped up by Buxar. Buxar with a drop kick. That's going to be a free kick for the Dragons. Dragons with the kick. That's going to be kicked away by the Cardinals, but Dragons get to it, put a head on it. Cardinals pop it up in the air once more. Another header by the Dragons. Anderson sends it over towards the sideline. That'll be a throw-in for the Dragons. Here's the throw. Anderson gets a foot on that one. And that's going to be kicked across center. Dragons still in there. That's taken away by LaFlame. Dragons return the favor. Cross to center is kicked away by Anderson. Now Cards play the ball over toward the far side of the field. Donnelly there to take it away. Donnelly pushes it through. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Dragons. Haney back into the game for the Cards. There's a throw in. And Wooding comes down with it. Wooding goes down, and it's going to be kicked away by the Dragons. The Flame sends it right back to Wooding. That rolls out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Dragons. Well, they're saying it's going to be a throw-in for the Cardinals. Now Rivera with the throw. Rivera kicks it forward. Donnelly can't get to it in time. It rolls across the end line, and it will be a goal kick for the Dragons. Here's the kick. Out of bounds on the Cardinals. It'll be a Dragons throw-in. There's the throw. Headed back by the Cards. Dushishka passes that one over to Donnelly. Donnelly gets past one defender. Donnelly tried to push it through to Haney, but it's picked off by the Dragons. Ball's recovered by LaFlame. LaFlame shot on goal. And that one's going to be stopped by Buxar. Bucksar boots it out. Headed back and forth, and now Anderson sends that one over towards Haney. Haney kicks it forward. Dushishka tried to play that one through, but it's picked off by the Dragons. A little collision there among the players. It's going to be Dragons ball. Referee stopping the clock for a moment, making sure everyone's okay. And now, Dragons with the free kick. Mad scramble for the possession. And Kaczorek has to come out and dive on that one to make the save. Haven't seen much of Kaczorek today, but she boots the ball out. The Flame plays the ball over towards the far sideline. Dragons get to it first. Now Potter with the ball. She'll kick it out of bounds to halt the advance. And bring up a Dragons throw in. There's the throw. LaFlame takes the ball away. She'll kick that one forward. Finds Wooding. Wooding drops it back. Now Anderson over to Haney. Haney plays it through to Dushishka. Skinner sends it across to the far side of the field. Rivera can't get to it in time. That's going to roll out of bounds for a Dragons throw-in. Dragons drop it back. And now they'll send it forward on the far side, right out of bounds. Cardinals ball. Potter with the throw-in. Gives it to Wooding. Wooding pops it up in the air. Heads it further forward. Rivera with a cross. Finds Dushishka. Now Rivera comes back with it. Cross that one over to Skinner. Skinner pokes it through. Now Donnelly, that's stripped away and cleared by the Dragons. Cards send it right back into Dragon territory. Skinner works past the defender. Kicks that forward, trying to find Wooding. That was just a couple inches too far out in front for Wooding, and rolls across the end line for a Dragons goal kick. Dragons setting up for the goal kick. Here's a kick. Stopped by Wooding, but sent further down the field by the Dragons. Anderson and Haney double team Dragons. Kicked out of bounds by the Dragons. It'll be, last touch by the Cardinals. Dragons throw in. Dragons roll that one over towards center. It's cleared by the Cards. Dragons once more trying to advance it. Donnelly pushes it through to Wooding. It's taken away. Cardinals ball. Wooding with the throw in. Finds Skinner. Skinner crosses it. Gets it over to LaFlame. LaFlame fires it forward. Haney trying to get to it, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Dragons for a Cardinal throw-in. Wooding with the throw. Finds Donnelly. And Wooding blasts it over towards the goal, but it's going to go over the end line for a Dragons goal kick. Coming up on the 2-minute mark for this first half, Cardinals in control, 2-0. And here's the goal kick. Skinner sends that one forward to Wooding. Wooding tried to pass that one off, but it's kicked away. Skinner stops it. And now it's cleared by the Dragons. Jones having a little trouble there. Going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Be a throw in for the Dragons. Dragons with the throw in. Cardinals reject that action. And Skinner launches it down the field. Finds Donnelly. Donnelly getting overwhelmed by the defense. Now it's the Dragons with the ball. Dragons' shot is deflected. Headed away by Anderson. Now LaFlame pushes the ball over to the near side of the field. Dragons take hold of it. Out of bounds. Dragons throw in. There's a throw. Dragons head it down toward the near corner. It's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Cards. It'll be another throw in for the Dragons. Well, they're saying that was last touch by the Dragons. Cardinals throw in. Skinner trotting over to do the throw in. He finds LaFlame. LaFlame using her body as a shield quite effectively. She'll drop that one back. And Anderson fires it forward to Wooding, but there's the buzzer for the end of the first half. And an exciting first half it's been as the Cardinals have been dominating this game, heading into the halftime break with a 2-0 lead over the Dragons. Welcome back to Girls Varsity Soccer. If you're just joining us, we're watching the Lawrence Cardinals taking on the Brick Dragons in NJSIAA Central Jersey Group 3 first round competition. Cardinals leading 2-0 off of goals by Ava Donnelly and Amber Wooding. Cardinals have been pretty much dominating this game. But it's going to be the Dragons with the ball to get the second half started as soon as the ball girl gets across the field. Dragons in white will be going from left to right on your screen. Cardinals in black going from right to left. So we're expecting a lot of action in the second half at the left side of the field. Now the Dragons put the ball into play. And they'll kick that one up the middle. Well, it heads off towards the far side of the field, but taken away by LaFlame. LaFlame moving up the middle of the field. Hands that off to Donnelly, back to LaFlame. LaFlame can't get the shot off. She'll pass that back to Donnelly. Donnelly with a big shot, and that one's going to be stopped by Buxar. First shot of the second half. Buxar with the drop kick. Donnelly passes that one over to Rivera. Rivera sends it up the far sideline. Wooding giving chase. But it's going to be sent the other direction by the Dragons. Cardinals recover the ball. And Dragons will clear it out of bounds. It'll be a Cardinal throw-in. Rivera with the throw-in. Wooding heads that one over top, but it's kicked back. And now Rivera once more fires it forward, but that's going to go over the end line for a Dragons goal kick. Here's a kick over towards the far side of the field. Rivera there to challenge for it, but it rolls across the sideline. It'll be Dragons ball. Dragons throw in. And now Dragons will kick that one into Cardinal territory. Stopped by Jones. Dragons come back with the ball, now moving down the far sideline into Cardinal territory. Cross is blocked by Skinner, but goes over the end line. That's going to bring up a corner kick for the Dragons. Chance for the Dragons to get back into this game. Dragons setting up for the corner kick. Here's the kick. That one falls a little short, headed away by Skinner. Dragons get to it first. Big kick over towards the Cardinal goal. That one gets past Kaczmarek out in front of the goal. And is forced into the goal by Risa Killy to make it a 2-1 game, eating into the Cardinals shutout.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So a slight miscue in the Cardinal backfield allows a goal. Cardinals still leading 2-1, but Dragons fired up there, take the ball away. Cardinals recover it, they'll drop it back. Potter over to Corrado, passes that inside. Tried to get it to Dushishka. That one's kicked away by the Dragons. Now Anderson clearing the ball up the far sideline. A lot of distance, but no one there. That's going to roll out of bounds, turning over the ball to the Dragons for a throw-in. Here's the throw. And Dragons will get another throw-in. And that will be a throw-in for the Cardinals. Rivera with the throw. Out of bounds. Dragons throw in. That one's headed further down the line. Skinner heads it back. Rivera kicks it up in the air. Headed forward by Donnelly. And she gets past the defender. Little problem with the footing there. Down she goes. The ball's kicked out of bounds by the Dragons. It'll be a Cardinal throw-in. Rivera with the throw. Wooding tries to keep that one in bounds, but no go. It'll be a goal kick for the Dragons.
Go, Lawrence.
Another kick over towards the far side of the field. Cardinals come through with the ball. Yoshishka on the far side. She tried to cross that one, but turned away by Dragons. It'll be a throw-in for the Cardinals. Rivera with the throw. Dragons got a hold of it, but deflected up in the air by the Cards. Now Skinner settles it. She'll fire that one over towards the goal. That one's just a little bit to the right, and it'll be a goal kick for the Dragons.
Wake up, Lawrence.
Short kick by the Dragons. They'll drop it back and try again. This gets a little further. Cardinals fire it forward. Wooding with the ball. She'll cross that one. Corrado gets a hold of it. She'll drop it back, but it's picked off by the Dragons. Donnelly rushes back and recovers the ball. Cards drop it back. Now Anderson sends it over towards the far side of the field. That's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Dragons. Cardinals ball. Rivera with the throw. LaFlame under pressure. She'll send that one over to Rivera on the far side of the field, but it gets across the sideline for a Dragons throw-in. There's the throw. Dragons send it forward. Cardinals take it away. Now LaFlame looking for a way through. That's picked off, and Dragons will come the other direction with it. Whistle on that play. It's going to be a free kick, I believe, for the Dragons. Now Dragons setting up for the free kick. Cardinals readying their defenses. Here comes the kick. And it's a short kick up the far sideline. Dragons bring the ball back almost as far as where the ball was kicked from before it rolls out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Dragons. Dragons kick it forward on the far sideline. Now here comes a cross. That's kicked away by the Cards. LaFlame plays it over towards the middle. Corrado sends it back to LaFlame, who sends it forward. That's turned over. But a whistle on the play is going to set up another free kick for the Dragons. Here's the kick. LaFlame kicks that one away. It's stopped by the Dragons, who send it right back toward the goal. But Kaczorek comes out and grabs that one before any harm can be done. Here's a drop kick from Kaczorek. Wooding settles it, passes it off to LaFlame, who plays it over towards Corrado, but it's turned around. LaFlame recovers the ball. Now Donnelly back to Wooding. Wooding with a shot. That one almost got away there from Buxar, but on second effort, she jumped on the ball and she'll give it a drop kick. Kicked forward by the Dragons. Now, the Dragons on the move up the far side of the field, showing a little speed. Here's a cross. Now it goes past the goal, but Kaczarek runs over and grabs it. A drop kick from Kaczarek. Kaczarek seeing a little more action here in the second half than she did in the first. Donnelly comes in there and takes that ball away. She'll pass that one through. Wooding on the charge, but that's going to be called offsides. That'll set up another free kick for the Dragons. Dragons launch that one up the middle. Skinner kicks it up in the air. Dragons fire it forward. Now Dragons on the attack, but it's cleared by the Cards. Rivera sends it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Dragons. There's the throw. This time Rivera turns and runs with it. Pass through to Deshishka. Deshishka over to Donnelly. Donnelly fires that one, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Buxar, bringing up a corner kick for the Cardinals. Slavina Deshishka will be taking the corner kick for the Cards. Deshishka with the kick. It drops down right in front of the goal. A header by Wooding does not go in. Deshishka, second effort, puts it back there. Rivera's shot on goal, high and wide.
Good work, Lawrence. Keep it up. Let's go. Keep it up.
Goal kick for the Dragons. And Potter sent that one forward. Now Donnelly on the charge with it. That shot also high and wide. It'll be yet another goal kick for the Dragons.
Keep it up, Lawrence. Let's go right back in.
Substitution taking place. We'll hold up the game for a moment. Now, here's the goal kick. The Flame comes down with it, but it's taken away. Challenged by Isley. Finally, Skinner takes the ball away. Fires it over towards the far side of the field. Wooding giving chase. She'll get to it in time. Under pressure. Drops it back to Deshishka. Deshishka gets covered 2-on-1. Tried to drop that ball back to Wooding. Ball's fired forward by the Cards, bounces over the end line. It'll be another goal kick for the Dragons. Here's the kick. And it looks like Wooding will get to it first. Wooding pushes that one through to Donnelly. Donnelly turns, passes to Skinner. Skinner with a shot. That is blocked. Kicked up in the air by the Dragons. Skinner to Donnelly. Donnelly fires it forward, but it's going to bounce over the end line for another Dragons goal kick.
Go Black, keep it here.
Knocking, Lawrence. Keep knocking.
Goal kick over to the far side of the field. Headed away by Skinner. Settled by LaFlame. LaFlame pushes that one out front.
Go Ava, go Ava.
And Buxar rushes out and jumps on it before the Cards can put it in the net. Buxar with the drop kick. Push and call against the Cards. There'll be a free kick for the Dragons. Here's the kick. And LaFlame comes away with the ball. LaFlame under pressure. She'll kick that one forward. Wooding giving chase. But it's going to be the Dragons getting to it first. They'll kick it out of bounds for a Cardinal throw-in. Wooding with the throw-in. Finds Donnelly. That one's kicked the other direction by the Dragons. Dragons fire it forward, but that's going to go out of bounds for a Cardinal throw-in. Rivera with the throw. And Rivera get to do it again. Skinner pops it over toward the goal. That was going to bounce over the end line for another goal kick. Dragons setting up for the kick. And Dragons send it over toward that far sideline again. Skinner challenging. She'll take the ball away. It's kicked out of bounds by the Dragons. Cardinals throw in. Rivera with the throw. Finds Donnelly. Donnelly in the corner with it. Here's the cross. But that's going to be grabbed by Buxar before the Cards can put it in the net. Had both LaFlame and Isley there, hoping to put that one in. Now Buxar with the drop kick. Header by LaFlame. Donnelly settles it. Donnelly under pressure. She'll pass that one off to Potter, back to Donnelly. Donnelly tried to poke that one through, kicked out of bounds by the Dragons. It'll be a Cardinals throw-in. Potter with the throw. Finds LaFlame. And LaFlame can't keep it in bounds. That will be another goal kick. Dragons setting up for the kick. And here's the goal kick. Headed right back by LaFlame. That play is whistled to a stop. And we've got a yellow card being issued. I believe that's Kaylin LaFlame headed for the bench. One of the star midfielders for the Cardinals. Looks like Corrado coming in to take her place. And it's going to be a free kick for the Dragons. There's the kick. Goes down the near side of the field. And that play is whistled to a stop. It's going to be a free kick for the Dragons. Here's the kick. That's kicked up in the air by Potter. Shot on goal goes very wide. It's kicked away by the Cards. Chased down by the Dragons. Dragons with a cross. That one is stopped and cleared by Anderson. That'll go out of bounds for a Dragons throw-in. Dragons with the throw. Cards send it right back. Now Wooding in the middle with it. She'll cross that one to Donnelly. Donnelly pushes it through, but it's stopped by the Dragons. Dragons send it over towards the near side of the field. Skinner there to bring it back to center. And she'll pass that one to Wooding. Wooding to Skinner. Skinner with a shot on goal. And it's another goal for the Cardinals as Emma Skinner puts that one over top of Buxar to make it a 3-1 lead in favor of the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Cardinals back up to their 2-point lead. Dragons will drop the ball back. And now kick that one over toward the far side of the field. Haney there to challenge. The cross is kicked away by the Cards. I think that was Jones who got a foot on it. That time it sails out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Cardinals. Kaczorek setting up for the kick. And Kaczorek launches it. That bounces across the midfield line momentarily. And it's going to be a free kick for the Cardinals. Skinner setting up for the kick. Skinner blasts that one over towards the middle. Popped up in the air. Now LaFlame settles the ball. Passes it over to Potter. Potter sends it forward. And Isley with a shot on goal. That's going to be stopped by Buxar. Buxar with a drop kick. Skinner chases it down. She'll drop that one back. Jones fires it forward. Ball's turned around, but LaFlame settles it. LaFlame to Donnelly. Donnelly under pressure. That ball's going to be taken away by the Dragons, who send it over towards the near side of the field. Jones there to return the favor. Challenged by Isley, but Dragons power through and fire it down towards the near corner. Jones gets there first and kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a Dragons throw-in. Dragons with the throw-in. That's cleared by LaFlame. Donnelly settles the ball, but it's taken away by the Dragons, who fired over towards the goal. Cards clear it. Now Wooding passes that one off to Deshishka. Deshishka on the far side of the field with the ball. That's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a Dragons throw-in. Out of bounds on the Dragons. It'll be a Cardinal throw-in. There's the throw. Wooding gets past one defender. Here's the cross, but no one there. Now LaFlame gets there in time to fire one off at Buxar. Buxar up to the challenge, and she'll give it a drop kick. Ball settled by the Dragons. Tipped away by Skinner, but recovered by the Dragons. Dragons' shot is deflected a couple times there. Cleared to the side now. Shot back in towards the center. And Cardinals prevail. Deshishka on the far side of the field. She'll send it over towards the goal. That's sent the other direction by the Dragons. Dragons in the middle with it. Dragons tried to play that one forward. Rivera stops it. She'll pass that one off. But Dragons recover. Crossed by the Dragons, headed for the end line. But Katchrak says, I'd like to play with that a little bit. She grabs it and she'll give it a drop kick. That one's settled by Wooding. Wooding gets past one of the defenders, moving up the far side of the field, angling in towards the goal. Here's a cross by Wooding. Oh, and Donnelly just unable to get that one in. Perfect opportunity. But it's going to be another goal kick for the Dragons.
Keep it down here, Black. Keep it down here. Turn two, Black. Let's go.
Here's the kick. Rivera there to challenge, but the Dragons power through and pass it down the near sideline. The Dragons on the charge. That cross does not get through. As Potter there to block it. Dragons ball. Dragons with the throw in. Popped up in the air and headed away. Now Rivera moves it over towards the near sideline. Out of bounds on the Cardinals. It'll be Dragons ball. Dragons with the throw. Donnelly takes it away. She'll move it over to Wooding. Wooding under pressure, passes back over to Donnelly. Donnelly fires that one up the middle, and oh, good charge there by LaFlame. Almost got it in, got to it in time, but Bucks are able to get a foot on it. Bucks are down on the field, but she's getting back up. Resilient goalkeeper. And it's going to be a free kick for the Dragons. Kick over toward the far side of the field. That one's called back by the referee. So Dragons will set up to do that again. Waiting for the go-ahead from the referee. Now there's the whistle and the free kick for the Dragons. Corrado rushes in to try and take it away, and she'll do so. Passes off to Donnelly. Donnelly with a shot. That one's going to go to the right of the goal. There'll be another goal kick for the Dragons as Cardinals continue the pressure. Here's the kick. Dragons settle the ball. Skinner kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a Dragons throw in. There's the throw. Now Dragons will cross that over towards center. Dragons moving down the far side. Shot on goal. That one bounces wide. Kept in bounds. Now Dragons in the near corner with it. They'll bring it back out. Out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Dragons. I take that back. It's going to be a Cardinal throw in. Potter with the throw up the line. Headed further up the line and chased down by the Dragons. Dragons fired over toward the Cardinal goal. Corrado is going to get a hold of it. She'll kick that one over towards the near sideline. That one rolls out of bounds for a Dragons throw in. Dragons with the throw. Dushishka gets a foot on it. Now LaFlame drops it back, and Potter kicks it forward. Dragons there to stop it, but Dushishka takes the ball in charge and passes to LaFlame. LaFlame on the charge now. She'll push that one through to Donnelly. Donnelly drops it back, but it's going to be tipped away by the Dragons. Corrado chases it down. She'll get it back to Donnelly. Ball's taken away by the Dragons. Dragons kick that over towards center. Now it's the Dragons on offense. Dragons on the near side of the field with the ball. Coming back across. Step fake there, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Cards. Dragons throw in. Here's the throw. Out of bounds. This time it'll be Cardinals throw in. Potter with the throw. Nice trap there by the Dragons. And Dragons move it over towards center. It's going to be picked off by Dushishka. She passes that one forward to Donnelly. Tipped away by the Dragons. And Donnelly will kick that one out of bounds. Dragons throw in. There's the throw. And Dragons will get to throw it in again. There's a throw down the line. Potter there to challenge. Going to be a free kick for the Cardinals. Skinner setting up for the kick.
Good, Em.
She'll get that one to LaFlame. LaFlame drops it back. And Rivera, taken away from Rivera. Now it's the Dragons on the attack once more. Stopped by Jones. Dragons with the ball again. This shot's going to bounce over near the goal. And Kaczmarek has no trouble with that. She'll drop kick it out. Bounces over several people, but is returned. Now Dragons will settle the ball. Dragons on the far side of the field with the ball. Here's the cross. And that rolls out of bounds before Kaczmarek can get to it. That'll be a goal kick for the Cards. Kaczmarek setting up for the kick. Just waiting for the go-ahead from the referee. And Kaczmarek belts that one over towards the far side of the field, finds Donnelly. And Donnelly on the move. Donnelly gets past one defender. She's got another one coming up behind her. Shot on goal, and that one is grabbed by Buxar. Buxar boots it out.
Yes, Lobby.
Dushishka brings it down, and she'll pass that one over towards the near side of the field, but it's going to be out of bounds on the Cardinals.
Keep it down here, Black.
Dragons with the throw-in. They'll kick that one up the near side of the field, but it's going to bounce out of bounds for a Cardinal throw-in. Potter with the throw. She finds LaFlame. LaFlame with the cross. Rivera tried to get to that one, and she does get to it. Rivera on the breakaway, pass over to Wooding, and that one rolls free out of bounds. That'll be another goal kick for the Dragons. 5 minutes left in this game. Cardinals leading 3-1. And it's going to be a Dragon goal kick. Here's the kick. And that's going to be a call against the Dragons. It'll be a free kick for the Cardinals.
That's good.
Skinner setting up for the kick. Skinner launches one over towards the goal. And Buxar has no problem with that. Buxar with the drop kick. Dragons send it into Cardinal territory. Now it's the Dragons moving down the far side of the field. Anderson there to challenge, and she'll tip the ball away. Recovered by the Dragons, now cleared by the Cards. Shot on goal is well wide. That will be a goal kick for the Cards. 3.5 minutes left in the game as Kaczmarek sets up for the goal kick. Here's the kick. Dushishka passes that one over to LaFlame. LaFlame being challenged, passes over to Wooding. Kicked out of bounds by the Dragons. Cardinals throw in. Wooding with the throw to LaFlame. Kicked out of bounds by the Dragons once more. It'll be another Cardinal throw in. Wooding again with the throw. Gets it to LaFlame. Oh, it got called with a bad throw. That'll be a throw in for the Dragons. And Potter bowls that one away. Passes it off to Donnelly. Donnelly's shot, and it was going to be just a little high. Cardinals continue to challenge for more goals. Here's the goal kick. Headed back by LaFlame. Donnelly challenging. That'll go out of bounds for a Dragons throw-in. 2-minute mark. Here's the Dragons throw-in. That's brought down by Isley. Dragons throw-in. Potter with the header. Now Rivera brings it down. And it's Rivera on the charge. That's kicked away by the Dragons. It's going to be Cardinals ball. I was real close to going over the end line, but it's going to be a Cardinal throw in. Rivera with the cross. No one there. And the Dragons will chase it down. Stopped by Anderson. And now Cardinals pull it forward. But it's going to be cleared. Dragons push the ball back into Cardinal territory. Cardinals send it right back. Rivera on the far side with the ball. Rivera heading down into the corner as we're down about 30 seconds from the end of the game. Looks like Rivera just killing the clock. Take it into the corner. That's kicked out of bounds. It'll be a Cardinal throw-in. Rivera to LaFlame. LaFlame will hold it in the corner. Kicked out of bounds once more by the Dragons, but it's not going to matter. As the buzzer sounds and your Lawrence Cardinals victorious in round 1 of NJSIAA Central Jersey Group 3 competition. Cardinals win by a score of 3-1 over the Brick Dragons. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to tune in again next time for more exciting Cardinal sports action on LTPS TV.